swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. And box.
Jab working. Beautiful, beautiful. I like that.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Do your business.
switching off. I need you to focus on what you...
Let's go.
Make him miss. Make him pay. Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Let's do it.
What we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now. Counter the jab. Counter the jab.
Time!
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. I need you...
Box.
Pick it up. You need to pick it up. You're winning the round.
Bring in your feet.
Continue.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down, calm yourself back. Come on, breathe.
Let's fight.
You've switched off. What are you doing? You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your...
Let's do it.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. then. Come on, switch on. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that.
Let's go.
It's all going great. Keep doing what you're doing.
It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Valcour Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson. It's Roy. Here comes the East and this bout. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event. Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. They exchange punches. These two were made for each other. Those counter punches have to hurt. The perfect counter lands. Jab not finding its target. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. You know, outside, nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
punch. There's a counter shot. This is about... Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he's had enough, and he is going to quit. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up. Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with...
So here is Saul Canelo.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated at 36 wins.
All the talking has been... We're expecting an all-action slugfest. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Tried to score with a jab. Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this fit.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's bombs away. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These punches coming from every angle. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to...
Be smart.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter punch. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Got him there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominant.
On to the fifth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. That jab misses. Swing and a miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. There's a counter shot. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion. Say no one knows a fight. There's the bell for round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do they do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again?
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Get your mind.
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Left uppercut doesn't score. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Talking about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it...
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Punch, counter punch. Insane action. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. That counter punch caught him clean. That final 10. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we...
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall, weighed in at 147 pounds. He's got... So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light... Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Not a lot of defense here at all. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant. And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jabs, rest on the jabs. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Solid punch. That hook was off target. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So here is Roy Jones Jr., 159 pounds. Here comes Roy Jones Jr. This, of course, one of the great young champions in the world today. They call him Captain Hook. It's Edgar Berlanga. He began boxing at the age of 7, an extensive amateur career. A lot of people don't think about an amateur career when it comes to Berlanga, but he had over 170 amateur fights.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red...
All the talking has been done. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And he misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean. He threw a punch and just got countered. The courage on display here is incredible. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem... And there's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
That counter shot lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter-punching. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Beautiful counter-punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. They both want the knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much firepower here. Punch, counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not. Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchange punches. Got out of the way of that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
On to the 5th we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good job stopping that uppercut. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing...
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot!
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Edgar Berlin. There's the bell to start round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. The stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big... There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch out. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming and there was nothing they could do. So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. You gotta wonder how... Round 8, and we're off again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Catch and shoot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Every time that Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. A pretty lopsided decision there.